What's going on? What's going on? I'll give y'all a minute. Good afternoon. What's up, DL? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, sir? What's going on? Hold on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Sinister, DL? What's going on? Let me highlight y'all. I'm trying to get this thing together. What's going on? Hopefully my phone doesn't overheat. I just tried to walk outside with y'all, but it kept saying overheating. So good afternoon. I saw you saying. I saw you, Sinister. But what's going on, y'all? I'm in Houston. Just looked outside, seeing that my one of my tires is bulging and it's missing off the halves and like got some wires showing. So I don't want to drive on that. I'm supposed to be running a Chewy load tonight, but um, they fuss. Chewy and FedEx is our number two contract. So you know how that can be sometimes. But what's going on? I'm trying to get the young lady up to talk about the shuttle van. She's right now in Mexico. I think she's in New Mexico. So give me some time, y'all, to make that interview. Make that interview come to life. so we can all be educated. He outside. Yeah. He outside running around. We inside of a gated fence, so we ain't at the yard, so I'm gonna let him run around outside for a minute. With his bad ass. Yeah. Your mommy's problem. Mommy's issue. Yeah. With his bad ass. But yeah, he running around outside. Yeah, okay. Y'all care more about Sam than you care about me. How does that sound? Dear Lord. Y'all care more about the dog. I've been trying to get a hold of KB. No, I got my headset on. Hold on. Give me a minute, seeing I'm doing something right now. I'll put it on in a minute. But yeah. I've been trying to get a hold of KB, but he just been texting me back, y'all. So I hope that means everything's A-okay. Hope that means everything's A-okay over there for him. It's even over there going on a whole 2 weeks now. And at his new point of going up higher. But the point of this live is not just to go live, y'all. The point of this live is just encouragement, because I had a conversation with a family member of mine yesterday, right? And it was an alright conversation, but it was as y'all say, about me passing down judgment and scolding. And this is just for people that you feel stuck sometimes, or you feel like or you try a lot of things. It sounds like you can relate, especially when it comes to trucking. What's up, Nadia? Give your time. That's what I've been trying to do, but still check in though. You ain't gotta go through the full details, but still, check in. Okay. And this is the link to get on up here. Link is up top. This link to get up here. And this is a checkout video that I want y'all to go check out on Threads. Made a lot of sense, very, very informative for people that are looking to do certain things in your life, achieve certain things in your life. Go check this video out. They both are starred, so go check them out. Let me get back to what y'all was saying. Hold on. Okay. Yep. Yeah, Lord. Yeah, but it's just one of those type of conversations where you have that older person in your family that they haven't done much in their life. You know what I'm saying? And they get this, well, I could just tell you everything I did wrong, but they never got themselves together. And when you look at their life at the current state that they're in, and they're still not together, and that person still sometimes asks you for money and you're their niece. You understand what I'm saying? Like one of those type of conversations, you know. So this is an encouragement live. And if you tried some stuff, your life is not over. If you're going through, I've tried some stuff, had problems with family, been through cancer. Um, you know, been talked about like a dog online. And you still see me pushing, you know. So this is the encouragement line, but I just want to, dwell on it for a second, just for people, because I know it's a lot of us out here, especially in trucking. We see it with Zoe. He tried to go up higher in his career, and things didn't work out. You know, when things don't work out, it doesn't make you a failure. But like my this particular aunt, like she basically what's up, like I was in the building. She basically called me like a failure. She didn't say it in that word, but that was she was getting it, you know. And she's somebody that she's somebody that I've had to help in the past. I've had to help even current times. While I'm out here putting my life at risk, uh, every single day. And y'all know that I'm doing what I gotta do to maintain. I'm in my investments. I'm trying to get that together. So give me a minute, y'all. Give me by tomorrow, and I'll post to y'all what's going on with me and the investments. But like I said, I keep trying to get a hold of somebody on Robinhood, and I can't get a hold of a physical person to help me out um, on there. So just give me a little time. We're gonna be rocking and roll. I'm on there, but we're gonna be rocking and rolling. But this is a lot of people that you have people in your life that, and if you haven't noticed, it's probably part of the reason why you haven't achieved some things you wanted to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Like the conversation, y'all, was, you know, she was encouraging to an extent. Like she want to see me get married and saying, I love you and all that kind of good stuff, which is fine. But people can, people just, people just give you that to soften the blow sometimes, right? But then when you look at their lives, they're not uh, a model example to everything that they're preaching to you about. You understand that? It was one of those type of conversations. And I realized the old shape just would have took it. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't just take the conversation. I kinda checked it a little bit just to give you my growth, right? Because you can feel like a failure out here in trucking. You can. You going through problems in your relationship, your marriage. You can feel like it, and you can let other people's words um really, 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 really bother you. You know that you would let up it. I just noticed that the old shape would just, bow my head at the conversation and just let her talk. But but I look at people don't just look at what you say, people look at what you do. Okay? And the truth of the matter is that she's somebody that don't really have her life together. I still gotta come out $50-some $100 to her now. You know, it is something how, people that don't have their stuff together seeing not their deal and they want to pass judgment on you, right? It's not here. Seeing don't want to be my eye candy. Seeing don't have a thick enough beard. Seeing don't have a thick enough beard. What's up, Rosemary son? How you doing? We just talking about encouragement today. But it could be your own family sometimes that's kind of halfway holding you back. Notice that it could be your own people that's, you know what I'm saying? When I look at all the years I've been out here, y'all, for like the last 9 years, all the thousands of dollars I done gave, I could have been had my house. I could have been, you know what I'm saying? Y'all saw me out here struggling 3 months at a time. Some people say that's ridiculous staying out 3 whole months. I ain't staying out 3, 4 months. But I was trying to achieve a goal. You know what I'm saying? And I thought, but I was going about that goal any kind of way. I didn't have a real strategy. And for success, you got to kind of have a little bit of a strategy. You got to have a network of support. You know what I'm saying? You can't really get to success fully on your own without networking, without time in, without building support, without giving your all. We see it online all the time. Right? Yep, yep, yep. But I had to stop her in the conversation and put my foot down. Cause like you went out there driving, you ain't did nothing, and she kept and fam, she kept saying and kept saying you ain't did nothing, you ain't did nothing. And I'm like, what's up to you? Links up top, sir. Links up top. Links up top. Y'all want to come in? Y'all come on in. But I had to stop the conversation and finally, you have some of those elderly people that you just don't speak to. Like you just they've been allowed to say and do what they want. You know what I'm saying? In the family, and you just don't ever really, really, really speak or say anything to. Like you never have fully defended yourself. She's one of those. You know what I'm saying? But we'll sit there and they speak to you about God. That's how older folks do their manipulative walk. Old folks do that to you. They throw a God up in the midst of disrespecting or mistreating you. They throw a God up, you know. And you know, there's some things where as you get older and mature, some things is not of God. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Hold on. But here's the thing, Lockout. I'm so glad you saying that words do hurt. Words do bother you. That's the truth to that. The truth of man. I couldn't. I'd be lying and telling you that words don't hurt. The words do lock out. But this, but when it comes towards your family, it's something for somebody scolding you and telling you all things you made mistakes on. Like she brought up me about me trucking in a conversation. You ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. She said over and over until finally I stopped her. Right? She said it I don't know how many times. And I'm like, okay, but you're leaning on me for financial support. Right? You're doing all kind of stuff. You talk about religion and then you're doing something different. Like she's one of those religious, she's like a religious hypocrite that she loves you and then she doesn't apply the Bible fully to herself, but she's slash judgmental, and then she's hugely giving. Like she's one of those. And I realized how much somebody like her or people like that in my lives may impact on me. You know what I'm saying? Links up top. Y'all want to come in for a second? Not here. Hey, y'all like a man with a beard. You ain't your beard not thick enough. But I noticed that. Come up and hit the link to you. But I noticed just how much of her thinking has rubbed off on me. Do you understand? Like how much of her mindset has very, very much been affected affected me to some real degree. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta. You're trying to better yourself, or you're trying to come out of the rut that you're in, whether it's depression, where you just got to. Because I'm gonna tell you this, I was dealing with depression and then had to go through a medical scare. I was already in a sunken place. I was already over 300 some pounds. You know what I'm saying? So when you go through something like that and you are already in a sunken place already, and you know you don't have the right kind of support around you, and when you look at it and you be honest, you didn't give everything your absolute all because you wasn't structured. You wasn't structured because you weren't thinking clearly. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to put my earpiece on. Hold on. But I just noticed that, hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Sinister. What's going on, sir?
Ain't nothing much. Ain't nothing much. Listen, that's crazy with what you just said.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And she's somebody that I give money to. She's somebody that I have to help.
And you know
You
what?
know?
The first time you say no, that's what happens. The first time
Yeah,
you say
yeah,
it was all
yeah,
good when it was like, all right, I got you. And the first time for once you said no, now all of a sudden you this, you that, that's what happens.
yeah,
You ain't
yeah. You
doing
were.
this, you haven't accomplished this, because now, see, sometimes helping people disable them.
Yeah.
Because when, see, you get up every day and you got to make it happen.
Mhm.
So soon as when they constantly know they can call you and be like, "Hey, Chef, you think you can help me out with $100,
Mm.
$200?"
Yeah.
You know, it, they don't have no urgency in life to get up to go do something because they depend on you, because you always been the money go. You always been the source of, I could rely on her. But soon as you
Yeah.
said no, now you all of it. Or, oh, now all suddenly you all of this. You
Yeah.
ain't this. You ain't accomplished this. You ain't gonna be this. That's because now they can't just rely on you.
Yeah.
You got smart
And
with you. You got
yeah,
smart with your
here's
shit.
my thing. I haven't given none of my family any money, y'all, in 2 months. For the first time, I have not given my mom, my aunt, my brother,
That's
my
good.
sister, nobody any money. And it's my first time. It's so hot, y'all. It's my first time doing that, y'all, in years. You
Yeah.
understand? In years, back when I was driving school buses, when I really wasn't making no real money throughout summertime,
Right.
you know, and it's just like that. But it was just the conversation was like, you ain't did nothing, you ain't did it, you ain't married, and you don't have kids, and she went down that line, which is really extremely sensitive for me, But I look at her, she's 68 years old, and she's not married.
Right.
She had only one child, and their relationship is okay, but it's very strained. It's very strange. I've witnessed and watched a whole lot of things, y'all. In their relationship, and now the grandkids, they're in middle school and high school. They don't want to be there. Like she's like, you have that in your family, and I'm gonna tell you that. And then I thank God for working on me because the old shape would just took it and just say, you're right, but I guess God is renewing me, and I put a stop to what she's saying. And I say, that's the devil, because
Yep.
if that really was true sin, she would have herself together. She would need $100 from me. She would need me
Right.
to pay for her truck to get towed. She would need me to do nothing, send me money. I've been OTR and I've wired her money. I've done
Right.
Walmart to Walmart. That is just God honest truth. I put my hand on the Bible, right now, to her for the last 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And she's had boyfriends, and she says guys she's been with.
And
She's not
still
married.
reaching out to you to
Yeah,
help
yeah, yeah. She's
when
one
you
of those.
had
I
a
mean,
whole man. When she had a whole man.
yes, and that didn't matter to me. That didn't matter to me. I still
Right.
would help because she's been
Cause
there
it's
for me.
family.
Yeah, because it's like that. But it's like, you know, really. But I have really been standing my ground, y'all. In the last
I'm
2 3
proud.
months,
I'm proud of
I've
you.
been really standing my
I'm
ground.
proud of you.
I've
I'm
had a
real proud of
brother.
you.
I've had a brother that's in and out of jail. He's in and out of jail so many times. He's done so much stuff.
Right.
Um, he's put us through stuff, and so you have to be careful when people throw up God up in it and their life is not in alignment, unless they just haven't been able to work for the last 5 to 10 years, or they just fresh out of prison. If they're in their 50s and 60s and they try to preach to you, don't you take that in, because it's a lie. It's nothing but a demon sitting there in human form in front of your face, because they've had
Mm-hmm.
the time to fix themselves. They've had the time to get themselves somewhere together. Like my aunt, she's in a rental house. As much money she's paying Sin in Houston, Texas, she could have her own. But she rather
Right.
sit there, be in a rental house, and struggle,
Yeah. And
struggle,
depend on other people the
depend on me,
handouts.
depend on
Yup.
me, and
Depend
struggle,
on you.
the
And guess
and
what?
struggle.
And when now you trying to get your stuff together, what she do? She come with the disrespect.
Yeah,
Now you ain't doing this. Now you ain't doing that. You ain't married.
yeah,
You ain't that.
yeah. You
Hmm.
should be
And
married
she
by
trying
now.
to
You
guilt trip
should.
you. That's what that is.
Yeah, so
That's a guilt trip.
you should went back to for your mental health. You've been having mental problems, da, da, da. But see, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I want to start crying. I'm realizing more and more, and I told T Hill this. There was times that I wanted to commit suicide at like 15, 16 years old. Remember how I told y'all my mom and my dad, they got into it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they had blamed me. The whole section of my dad's family, y'all blamed me, a 14-year-old girl. So this is real talk. This happened,
Wow.
and there was a time I wanted to commit suicide one night. It was like a house full of people. My mom, my aunt,
Right.
and them was there, my cousins, and I had gotten like 2 3 things of NyQuil, 2 3 things of aspirin, a thing of Sprite. Like I had it all like on a
Hmm.
little tray, and I was gonna do myself in because I was believing what people were saying. I was believing what my own family was saying to me, y'all.
I'm telling
They
you.
didn't realize they was pushing me to
Damn.
commit suicide at 14 years old because they blamed me. They was calling me little bitches. That no good little my own grandmother.
Right.
My own grandmother at the time was
Right.
60 something years old. She didn't die. Now she blamed me for just dialing 911 and sending my dad to prison for 10 years. You know what that do to a 14-year-old girl. So I noticed that's why the other day when me and her was talking, I said, that's not true. And you're not gonna say
Right.
that to me. I am my own person.
Yep.
I have my own destiny. And you may have missed yours, but God's helped me not to miss mine. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
And it's
right.
like,
That's right.
and it's like you have to be careful with, and this is from a family member. This is from a family member. This somebody that's changed my diaper. This somebody that has been there for me. I've gone through certain things. I'm having to break up. She's getting out the bed to come
I
see
mean,
me. But you have to be careful because your family members, your elders, they do owe you because you were a gift from God. So they owe you to do right by you to your grown. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you were a gift, you were a blessing sent down. So they get punished for mistreating their children, right? But you cannot let them run you over.
right.
And I'm in my 40s. I'm 40 years old. I'll be 41 in June. I'm going to different seasons in my life. So I have to, hold on, yo. I have to wake up to some things that's just not of God, or not something that's meant for me to do, or going about it wrong.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Yo, that's damn Shay. Yeah.
but that night I remember, and I told T Hill in more detail, I was gonna do it. I was gonna wait till everybody was asleep, y'all. That's how bad they was talking to me to my
Right.
face. They was talking to me to my face any kind of way.
At
Okay,
14, on top of
I was
that too.
14 years
Yeah.
old. I was called a little bitch from my grandmother. I was your little no good ass, and Napoleon no good ass mama up. I mean, can you believe that? Can you believe that? So it didn't help me. It didn't help me. So I've
Right.
noticed I've carried some things since that. You can carry stuff in your childhood that your parents stuff did for you into your 30s and
All the way
40s and
into your
50s.
adulthood. Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
way up in. If you don't get it addressed, if you don't get addressed, say
All
no.
the way up
It's not.
to
It
now.
was not from God. It had nothing to do with God. They were speaking about themselves. Like I said, they are just what they are, words. No, they're not just words. When it comes to particular people, they're not just words. I want to agree with that. You see what he's saying? Saying those
Yeah.
are not just
Yeah.
words because it's not. They're coming from people that's supposed to love you. You know what I'm saying? People say things don't lie about you
It
all day
messes with
long.
your confidence and your morale and how you view yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
If
How you
someone
treat see
constantly
your
keep telling you like, yo, you stupid, you stupid, after a while
mm,
that's programming. And
yeah, yeah,
you look
yeah,
you start to feel that way, like, yo, no matter what I do, I'm just stupid. So
yeah. And like
words
she was
are
like, well,
powerful.
she got to a point where just leave trucking alone and just go do you some nursing or something. And I'm like, you done hopped around. You don't even have a career. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that she has done has never festered. You know what I'm saying? Like she's supposed to have her boutique. It never even happened. She
Right.
never even had a boutique. She's supposed to open up her own restaurant. Never even had a restaurant even open. She's had, and I noticed. I said, if I don't get myself together, I'm gonna be just like her. If I don't address, attack, pray, and do what I
She
need.
could be praying that she could be praying that all your goals don't work out because she's older than you
She's
or
68 years old, and and
what you
hold on, sing your thing muted. Your thing muted up. Hold on, let me check. Okay, check
okay.
your thing. Check your thing, Daddy.
You hear
It
me?
muffled you. Say it again.
Okay, you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, you hear me?
Yeah, I
Okay.
hear you. Go
What I
ahead.
was saying was you you out here accomplishing you doing what you love to do and she haven't accomplished her goals. So she could be sitting there praying nothing worked out for you.
Mm,
Yep. Just because she's bitter at where her life is and she didn't do what she wanted to do.
yeah, but here's my thing. My aunt, she's lived somewhere and not paid full rent for years. Like she is
Wow.
somebody that's had plenty of opportunities and was on the phone, y'all. Like she was encouraging that she brought the Pastor Jenkins guy and no shot to people that love and watch him. But to me, I don't really he's not one of the pastors I really follow because you're not supposed to get up on the preacher stand and preach negative about other pastors almost every single
Right.
time you up there. So that's what he kinda does. So I watch him every now and then, but he's not one I'm really plugged into. So she wanted to she's one of the church people. Like she'll give all her money to the church and ask you for some money to pay her bills. That's what it's kind of like. Yeah, I get where I'm coming from
Wow.
now. That's what it's
Yeah.
kind of like. Yeah, and that's not a God.
And you finally just waking up and you finally waking up like, nah, I'm not doing this no more.
Mm,
And you remember that? Remember it was a live of maybe a month ago, and I said, Shay,
thanks, sir.
if you don't do it, who's gonna do it for you?
Hmm.
You gotta look
But
out for you. And
yeah,
that's exactly what you're doing now. And I'm proud of you.
yeah, yeah, and it's like I can have a house, I can have all those things if I go about it a certain kind of way. If I pray on it, and I actually be disciplined with my money and all that kind of stuff. But I
And
just noticed
and
that
put the work in, yeah.
yeah, my family helps me. Don't get it wrong. This particular has helped me, but I look at her life, and she doesn't have the husband that she wants. She doesn't have the house that she wants. She has the financial freedom that she wants. She doesn't have the relationship with her only child. She only has one that
Right.
she would like to have. She, her grandkids, they hate being over her. Like she takes so many pills for antidepressants and all that kind of stuff. It's everything. Like I said, it's like
And now it's
it's
gonna be different between y'all because you can't really sit and talk to her like that because
she
now
she you
you
she can't. I'm gonna give you another example, Sam. I'm gonna give you another
okay.
example of the type of person that she is. Like there was a baby that I seen online. I'm pretty sure I've seen it, right? And he was born with all white hair, right? This something real, right?
Hmm.
And I showed it to her on my phone. I was at her house gonna go see her. I think I was at Hirschbach at the time, right? And I showed her. I said like a beautiful angel. He said that's a baby. I said yeah, it's a baby, but it's like a beautiful. Because how rare is that a baby's born with all white hair? I mean, white hair on
Yeah.
top of his head. And I just say that's nothing but that baby is so anointed and touched by God. All babies are, but especially on that baby. That's how I felt. And it's so beautiful. And I saved it. right? And I sent it to her phone for her to keep it. She said, "Don't send me nothing like that. That baby is a baby. It ain't no angel. He ain't an angel. Angels are beings, and he's a baby. Like it's that. Like she's spiritually gifted. She has called things out before they happened. She's
Right.
that good, but it's like that. So you can't really that she loves you. So you can't really take in everything that she says and does because she's unbalanced, and then she is. She's
Hmm.
irresponsible. You know what I'm saying? And then she wants to run after religion, but God did not teach you to give all your money to the church. You must take out the top of what you make and then give to church, and the rest you live off of and you save. And giving your 10% is not always going into a tithing box. Giving sense to give back to the homeless, helping a single mom out for a month. There's all kind of ways that God does acknowledge you giving back your 10%, child. Okay,
Right.
it's not always have to be in your collection plate. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, thank you. But I just noticed that,
Mm.
you know, when
That's
she just
crazy.
kept saying, "You ain't done nothing, you ain't done nothing, you ain't done nothing, you ain't done nothing," and I noticed how it affected my mental health so bad. When I was at 15-year-old, and the whole
Right.
family was just calling me out and acting stupid, and my so-called my mom's
It
side
was
of the
like a
family, it's that.
flashback.
Yeah, yeah, and
Hmm.
I was 15, and I was gonna do it. Saying like when I was 15 years old, I had went to the room by myself. I set all the stuff up on the side. I covered it up on top of my thing with like I think I had like a backpack and a towel. I had the whole setup
Yeah.
that I had like two, three things of NyQuil, two, three things of Tylenol. I had a big old thing of Sprite. I was gonna do it, and the devil was just saying, "Wait till everybody sleep. Wait till
Right.
everybody sleep to
Wow.
do that." But God spared me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So and it's like, and then I bring it up to the current conversation, and I remember during those times, she halfway thought it was funny about my mom and my dad
And
during
your
that
dad,
time.
right?
You know what I'm saying? So
And
the
that
mom
wasn't even
side of
nothing. That ain't nothing funny about that at all.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So but I'm just you, but if you notice in your childhood, if in your
Yeah.
child you do carry that, and it's a lot to do with the type of person
Yeah.
that you do become.
Yeah.
Everybody say
Yeah.
you grown, but it does make a difference. So I just noticed that, and then something just said when she was talking, and she kept going on with it, saying for a minute like, "You ain't done nothing, you ain't done nothing." I said, "Yeah, but I've
Mm.
tried." And then the little bit that I did make, I've given back to y'all. I've given back to my mama. I've given back to my brother. My brother was locked up in prison. Sent him $50 to $100. You know what I'm saying? That's all money I could have been sitting on. You know what I'm saying? It's I could have been had a down payment for my
Yeah.
house.
It
I
makes you
tried to get a
sit and
truck.
think about it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
make you.
And say,
It made you sit back and like, yo, I spent this amount of time doing all of this, and where I could have been. Where
yeah.
I could have been safe financially as far as saving or a
Hmm.
house or yeah, a truck or yeah, yeah,
But it's something when people have taken from you and they beat you up about what you don't have and what you haven't done, and they lies do not match up. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in her late
right.
60s, about to be
Yep.
70 years old, I think, this year, or 69 years old. She's my
Ain't got
mom's older
nothing.
sister.
Ain't got nothing to show
And
for it.
and then on top of that, and their relationship has not grown. They have a relationship, but their relationship has not grown since my other auntie has died. So you just see
Right.
that it's a lack of growth, y'all, in Black and Hispanic families. It's a lack of growth, and if you don't get your mind together, you're never going to get out financially. You're never going to get out financially. That's why I told you I contemplate on going to the Oakley job, because
And
Oakley will give
that's
me my
why you gotta go
experience.
harder, Shape. And this is why you gotta go harder.
It'll give me my experience. But I'm right now I'm in Houston. I can just slide through the house right now while I'm waiting on people to come fix my truck. So if I'm weighing it out, what's better for me, and like I said, Dallas is still on the table for me later on this year. My lease is up in October, because Dallas does have more driving opportunities, y'all. If you look online, Dallas has more driving opportunities than
Yeah,
Houston. So like Dallas is still on the table for me. So I'm weighing it out. I'm branching out, opening my mind up to what could be. But
that's
like I
good.
said, but like my mom
It's
is,
time for
if
Shape to look out for Shape.
yeah, yeah.
It's time for
What's
Shape
that
to
say?
look out for Shape. It's time for Shape to be happy with what Shape is doing.
Yeah, but
Everyone
she
else is
she was
waking up and living their life the way they want to live it. So it's time for you to wake up and live your, well, you're waking up now to
yeah,
live
yeah.
your life the way you want to live.
Yeah, and thank you.
Because
That's what
they
I'm saying.
choices
That's what I'm
shape.
saying. She was
They,
she was projecting, but see, my aunt has had
yeah,
years of opportunities. She
yeah,
shouldn't even be renting out somebody else's house, making somebody else money. She can have And she worked her money, her credit. She was on a job for over 20 years and went into retirement early. And then I don't know what she's been doing with the retirement money, anyway. We'll talk about that later. But
Right.
she has not learned financial literacy. She has not learned discipline. She's not learned full time. There's no way at 6 some years old, y'all, unless I'm making 2-3 million a year that I'm gonna rent out somebody else's house. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Then you have to lean on somebody else for financial support. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now she don't even have a
Hmm.
car. She asked to use my car while I'm sitting up here at the yard.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like,
But
oh, yeah,
it goes all the way
this the
back. It
yard,
goes
y'all,
all the
right
way
here.
back. It goes all the way back to, but you ain't do nothing.
Yeah, and she kept,
You ain't
going at that for
accomplished
like,
nothing. But oh, can I use your car though?
yeah,
You
it's
ain't do
it's
nothing,
kind of like that.
and you
Yeah,
not married. And
yeah.
but can I use your car though?
And she like, your life just, like, what she say, your life's just sitting still. And I'm like, are you serious? I think that was the moment that it broke, that I said something. But
Yeah.
us Black Hispanic people, we gotta stop tearing each other down. We gotta stop
But
tearing each other down. We gotta
unfortunately,
stop.
that's just one of them family members. You got to distance yourself. Love from a distance.
It's just, one of those type of things. So I'm just giving this encouragement to you. If you ever feel like you're stuck in a slump, I don't care if you've been in trucking 15 years and you feel like you're going a month without making any money, just stick on and hang on in there, because God has still placed you in that position for a reason. He woke you up this morning for a reason. He gave you health this year for a reason. He gave you a good relationship with your wife and your kids for a reason. Some of you guys are fussing and complaining on truck unity, and you're more blessed than most. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's
So now
yeah,
take this energy, Shay. Take this energy. Go for that Oak. You say you looking at Oakley, right?
I'm contemplating it, because, like I said, because when we talked more about it earlier this morning. She had called me
Right.
back this morning, y'all, and she said, I was approved to come. The one out of
Now
Florida.
take that energy and put that into your grind and your focus. Because
Yeah,
like you always say, yo, I'll be 41 this year. I sure don't want my life to be like her life. Hell
yeah,
no. So
yeah,
now it gives
yeah,
you a different urgency. Like, nah, I
yeah,
refuse to
yeah,
have my life end up like hers.
yeah. Yeah, but I'm just giving you encouragement. It's not just you. That was just lie. It's not just you. You know what I'm saying? And then network out. That person have to look like you for you to have a relationship. The person has to be in the same city and state with you to have a relationship. Get out your mind that relationship has to be a certain kind of way for it to be real support. Support is support. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it. A deposit is deposit. That's why people think it's crazy that I hold on to T Hill, but a deposit is a deposit. You know what I'm saying? Because he is a different angle to what I'm used to. Do you understand what I'm saying? I had a daddy that was in and out of prison,
Yeah.
on and off. He was in jail. He went to prison 4 times before issue with my mama. You know what I'm saying? They already gave he already went past the 3 times strikeout. He already went
Right.
past 3 times, but they gave him 10 years from my mama. Right. So support is support, and don't turn down support in any way, because you need it.
Hmm.
If you've been through a lot of abuse or neglect or isolation in your childhood, and get in this truck and this box will make it 100% better. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Because you
So
ain't got
you
nothing
so
but time to think. You ain't
yeah, yeah,
going down
yeah,
this road.
yeah,
You ain't got
yeah.
nothing but time to think. And
Thank
a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
times you end up
yeah,
facing your demons being on this road by yourself because you
yeah,
sitting and you replaying a lot of stuff that
yeah,
happened to you from being in your childhood, your
yeah,
adolescence,
yeah,
that you ain't let go and you mad about, and it's like,
yeah.
yep. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, Sam. That's right, Sam. That's right. But this is just an encouragement line. I know it's a total sidebar. We know we talk about trucking, but even in trucking, if things are not going the way you
this
want
is the
to right
but
now,
Shay, this is a good thing that you actually spoke on because you'd be surprised what a lot of people done been through in their childhood and their adolescent years that you don't know and they not gonna speak on because the secret they just rather keep to themselves.
yeah, and keeping it a
And
secret,
it ain't for everybody. But again, a lot of us don't well, therapy and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, yeah, therapy. Some people think therapy is just a joke. Something journaling is a joke. If y'all remember, I told Sin and Nadia, and I said this again in the last slide. I told them I brushed off journaling, and now
Yeah,
journaling is part of
journaling
my
is nice.
journaling is part of my weekly
It
regimen.
helps.
It's a weekly regimen. It helps
It
because you're in
helps.
this box.
Writing it out. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it helps because, like I said, when you come from dysfunction and you get into your 30s and 40s and you starting to realize everything you were used to was pure dysfunction. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
It was dysfunction. Just gonna tell the
Yeah.
truth about it. It was dysfunction. Your relationships, your brothers and sisters, the way you handled your money, some of the jobs that you were at, that you were
Things
doing
that you've
stuff,
seen
and
around. Yeah.
yeah,
You
things you seen
things you've
around
seen.
you, things you
Yep.
accept how people talk to you, talked about you.
Yep.
It was
Yep.
dysfunction. It was dysfunction. Come on, y'all. It was dysfunction. And that
Yeah.
dysfunction is keeping you from seeing things clearly and branching out of the box and
And it
and
can
and going
design the
up.
way you view life. It
Yeah,
can
you know what I'm
actually
saying?
design the way you
and
view life.
and and I don't care if you sitting in a jail cell right now watching. I don't care if you are in a halfway house. If God pulls you through it, and you got your mind and your body, and you still got all this activity, it's a majority of your body. It's for a reason, and there's a goal in mind for you. That can bring you real peace. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you worship Allah, Catholic. I don't care what it is that you do. So that's why in trucking we have to really do that because in truckers we have a lot of that. A lot of truckers are hanging up the towel. They feel like failures. They feel like, but if God allows you to keep your CDL, then there's hope for you still. You know what I'm saying? If it really was meant for me, you'd be shut down. You'd be in this thing. You'd be in a truck. But somehow there's a lining in you for it that God has opened the door for you to be there and be successful. You just have to maybe just get stable, maybe actually sit somewhere for a while and endure, or maybe just grow up. Some of us, I'm gonna just say it like this, some of us just need to grow up here. You know what I'm saying? And just get it together. You know, and stop just making excuses. But I'm saving a little
But you
change. I
know
got a little
what?
change say, and
Change is hard. Change is hard.
but
Change is hard.
if you get tired of being in a low place, change is not hard.
You know
If you get
what?
tired of
But
being in a
but
low
some people
place,
don't ever, some people don't get to the point.
if you get tired of being in a low place, change is not hard. Hello, y'all hear me? Hold on. Let me refresh. Hold on. Okay, can you hear me? I mean, I see. Okay, I see. I see Sin jump down. What'd you say? Not being funny, but honest thought. Chains haven't been broken in your family by anyone because you move within comfortability like your own and others. It's a broken cycle. Yes, but like when she was talking, I'm like, I guess God was just letting me know it ain't true. You know what I'm saying? God was letting me know it ain't true. I'm not a failure. I'm not broken. There's life to live for me yet. I don't know how my story's gonna end, but my story is not at its end nowhere near time soon. So it's just I normally would just not say nothing back to her. Like she's one of those type of people that I just would not never say nothing back to. But not that day. Not that day. Not a couple days ago. I just did not accept a lot of things she was saying because, like I said, when people have not addressed their own life and God is pulling her through, you know what I'm saying? She's been through sicknesses and things like that. She's had like a stroke. God is pulling her through and she's still making bad decisions in her own personal life. You know what I'm saying? Saying, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hear
yeah.
you.
She's still making bad decisions now. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that she's on a fixed income, and look, and then like that, the last apartment I was in, they had
Yeah.
seniors apartments right down the street in Spring because I was in Spring in my last apartment,
Hmm.
and they had one bedrooms, y'all, for like 775 seniors,
Right.
but you have to be over 55 years old. And the lady told me I even let you co-sign for her, and I was gonna do so, even me being in my own apartment. I was gonna do so. That's how far I was gonna help her, right? And don't you know she turned that down and
Yeah.
stayed in the house that she's in right now, and you're struggling in it.
Mm,
You don't have a successful business. You know what I'm saying? You don't
right.
have a whole lot of money. You don't even make. I don't even think she makes even 30,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? And she's paying I think 1,400 a month for the house she's in. I think it's something like that. So just bad decision making at 68 years old. We see it online with other truckers. We see it even with Dirty Trucking. Um, she's another one that I watch every now and then. Just bad decision making. Just bad decision. You cannot throw God up in your bad decision making. You say you cannot. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to be heated in the moment. But some things, y'all, is not mistakes. It's just bad decision making. You know what I'm saying? I cannot order DoorDash every single day this week. Today, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, and they get mad because next month when something happened, I have the extra money. I spent $150 on food for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So you can't keep doing that. You can't keep applying God when things happen when you know you didn't do the best you can to make provisions for when things happen. You know what I'm saying? Best when you've been alive, you've been up, you've been walking around. You know what I'm saying? You be able to see nothing's wrong with this particular aunt. You know what I'm saying? You hear me saying? Nothing's wrong with her. She's all activity
Exactly.
a part of her body at 68 years old,
Right.
which is a blessing. Some women can't do it. Some women are missing a leg, an arm. Some women have problems with their eyesight. Some women at that age, you don't know what kind of problems you're gonna have at that age, about 6 something years old. You know what I'm saying? So, she has all those different things, and was literally beating me down halfway in the conversation. And I
Mm,
just hold up,
right. Right.
hold up,
Right. You
and
sat long enough so you can allow her to really speak. So you can, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like you gave her
yeah,
time to really let me hear what she really what you really gotta say. What you really feeling.
yeah. I can jump. Okay, hold on. I got the link right here. Hold on. Nadia says she's supposed to come up for a second. Hold
Okay.
on. For a second. I don't know why T Hill didn't jump up on
He
here.
at work, he said.
Okay, hold on. All right, let's see.
Yeah,
Okay.
T Hill said he at work.
But it's just you have to put it. 'Cause like I said, with the older people in our family, they know the secret part of us. They gave us butt whoopings. They was there when we was sick. You know, we always feel compelled to take in any way they want to talk or treat us. And there's a line to that you're not being disrespectful. And like I said, especially for us in trucking, a lot of us feel like failures right now. There's so much
Right.
shit is going on, and we're trying to find our way and figure it out. And salute to all the kings and queens that's hanging in there. I've watched some
But
ladies that quit their job and come right back to trucking. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some ladies. I seen one lady. She was driving a city bus and she back in trucking now. You know, so
I
trucking
know what
has
you're talking
been,
about. Yeah.
yeah, trucking has been a saving umbrella for a lot of people. So, and the fact that you can come back, your license isn't messed up, you
I,
are healthy enough to drive. You're not a failure. You didn't feel
do
anything.
that.
You tried.
I mean, did that the girl that was driving the truck went to the city bus and came back to truck, and did she mention that she felt like a failure?
No,
Because
but
I know you're saying that people feel like they failures, but is this
yeah.
something they said
It was.
verbally?
I think it was something in her comment section that hit me to it. And I think she responded to it in one of her videos,
Oh, okay, okay.
and I think it kind of went down that line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you know.
what trucker is sitting and saying like, "Yo, I feel like a failure."
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a lot in the truck community. A lot of guys are beating each other up over there and telling each other the right way, and it's not necessarily one real right way in this industry because it always changes, always, every single year. Gas is the highest I think it's ever been since I've been in trucking for 9 years. And of course, it's not where I wanted to be in 9 years. I wanted my own fleet of trucks, I wanted my own contracts, so I'll be sitting at home on my own schedule. But unfortunately, not planning, not having the right type of support, not digging at people deeply for the support I did have, you know,
Right,
and then just the poor financial handling. Right.
right,
And I'm gonna say, I told y'all, I think I did when I was at Swift and I was leasing, I didn't even have an LLC.
right.
I didn't even have an LLC when I was training.
And that's
Remember I
that's
told
due
you I
to the
had my
fact that
six
you're
hundred year
not
old
doing
lady
the
on.
homework.
I didn't have my LLC in. I didn't have even a
Right,
business account in. All my stuff was going in regular business account in my name.
right.
That's just
And that
how
was you just
on
jumping into it,
yeah, I that's just how unorganized and
right? And
informative
didn't do the homework. And didn't
I
do the
I
homework.
was. And you know that's a no no. Us now, we've been knocked on our heads. We know that now. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm
Right,
just jumping my little stuff out there and I'm just doing stuff. You feel me?
right.
I had that stuff in my name. I did not have an LLC, nor even a business account or a business credit card. I had nothing but just my
Eh,
name.
right.
And I was leasing a truck.
And this is before you was watching other drivers on YouTube doing it.
I was watching other drivers on YouTube doing some stuff. I was calling other guys that was doing some stuff. Like
Right.
I followed one of my homeboys at Swift. He the one put me on hold on now you. He the one put me on to it. So I was just following him and he had things in his name. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's
Mm,
something. So, don't ever think that you're a failure, let people beat you up. Find encouragement, find things that'll lift you up. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I have a flat tire on this truck. So they probably sending somebody.
Hey,
Um,
sis.
Good afternoon, sugar. What you got to add to it?
oh my boo.
Hey. I told Sin he gonna be my eye candy for the week, even though it's
Oh
Tuesday.
Lord.
Shape said, Sin ain't got a full beard. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life, Shape.
Lord.
What I'm gonna do now, Shape? If I can't be eye candy, my career over. But no, go ahead, Shape. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, Lord. You're too funny. So I had to say this. Cause I was like, I'm typing, I don't want to keep typing. This is too much typing, child. But I think I want to say a strong ass 99.9% of us got some type of toxic family. Like, and so you're not any different than a lot of, especially I think with the Hispanic and Black families. Shit, I'm sure whites too. But I want to say this to you because I heard you because I'm driving and you were saying that the what did you say? You said no, when people are tired and they change, they'll change. But that's not true. Because if you really look at it, and that's why I was like, let me come up because I don't want my words to be misconstrued. It's a mirror reflection. Your aunt, you
Hmm.
said 20 years of working and doing the same thing, and she could be doing this and doing that and doing this, but she don't. So the reason she don't is most likely she's comfortable where she is, right?
Yeah.
Nobody, she doesn't want to be uncomfortable. The same way you don't want to move into different areas of trucking. You say you do, but you don't because it's comfortability. You want to make sure you got certain things lined up a certain way first before you jump out like this or jump out like that. And when it comes to your aunt talking the way she's talking to you, this is where God steps in. This is where you need to really notice. You need to notice with every fiber in you that you are a mirror reflection of the shit that she wish she could do. I don't care what you don't own right now. You made it way further in life than she did. And I'm being very respectful to her because I don't know who she is and she's an elder to me. But at the same time, you got to know that you done took leaps, steps, and bounds and you done made it out. Oh, she dropped down. You done if she goes back and hears this, she's your aunt hasn't she hasn't I hope you guys can hear me. I don't know. My bubble isn't moving.
All right, y'all. It buffered for a second. Do you hear me, Sinister? Okay, there we go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay,
Yeah, I hear you, Shape. Go
Okay.
okay,
ahead.
okay.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I wanted to come up there and say that because I'm older and I've experienced a lot of that shit in family and just you got to know what it looked like when a little piece of what they consider failure in their lives. You know, when you get older, it's the shoulda, coulda, woulda. I wish I could have jumped out and did something different. I wish I could have did this. It's too late now. It might
Hmm.
not be too late, but in their minds, it's too late. So you know what, Shay? You've been in that truck and you ain't get nowhere. You would look at you. Why you ain't just do this and that? You should have just jumped out. That's projection. She was scared. She could have came out and did whatever else it was in life that she wanted to do, but she didn't. So
Yeah.
let me hurt you. Let me hurt you. Yeah, it's deep when it comes to family because this isn't to say that she don't love you. That's your aunt. You know she love you, but it's
Mhm.
hurtful when you see somebody much younger doing shit the way they want to do. You doing it on your own time and your own way. Yeah, you're not where you want to be, but you ain't where you used to be, and you
Yeah.
getting there slowly but surely.
But she was
So
she was
don't.
telling she was just literally telling me like go be a nurse and because you like because I
Right,
like helping
right.
people. I like helping people and
Uh oh. Can
I
you
enjoy
hear me?
nursing.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But it was
What
just like she went.
happened?
Sin dropped down. Sin dropped down. But it was
Oh,
just it was just there you go. Hold on. Yeah. Where's Nadia went to? What the hell going on?
Shape, you hear me?
Yeah. Where's Nadia? Oh Lord. I didn't do it, Nadia. I didn't do it, Nadia. Okay. Oh, there you go.
oh Lord. Oh Lord.
It,
What is it? My eye candy for the week done dropped down and nobody can hear me. Oh Lord. I'm gonna have to find me a new eye candy snack for the week.
ah, Lord.
Lord.
But
But yeah, you
but
know what I'm saying?
yeah, but it was never a like, I offered her back when I was leasing at her spot to get out here with me and get her CDL with me. We can get on here, get a team together as niece and aunt. She turned that down.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like,
So have you thought about that? You see what I'm saying? That's deep that
yeah,
you said that. Because
yeah,
maybe right now she was shit. I should have did that. You know what
yeah,
I mean? And then she's
yeah,
comfortable where she is. So when you say people can change, people no, if you get tired enough, you'll change. Because if you believe that shape, now this
yeah,
ain't no, I'm all about accountability. I'm gonna call you to it. if
mm,
if if you get tired enough, you right, people will change. But if you're not tired, nothing will change. So this isn't
yeah,
about the accolades that you think in your mind that you should have. It's about the opportunities that you should have leaped out on, because
yeah,
God won't let you down. You didn't
yeah,
leap.
yeah,
So that's
yeah,
for you. That's why I'm saying the change isn't like, okay, no, 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 no. The change don't happen when you're tired. It does happen when you're tired, but you gotta really sit down and say, I'm not tired. Because otherwise you would jump out everything you put out here on this app to us, you would have jumped and did it, and you would have held tight to it, and you would have seen it through. That don't mean that you're still
yeah,
young. It don't mean that you can't get back the fuck to it. You can. You're gonna do it on
yeah,
your own time. The difference is when it comes to your family is you are doing it. You're doing it. Whether you see
Mhm.
it or not, that's why I always tell you every now and again, drop down in your comments. I'm like, the glass is half full. Whenever you feel like you getting depressed, you say that the half is glass, the glass is half full. It's not empty. It is nowhere near empty. You're not the same shape from yesterday. You're not at the same place that you were last year. Absolutely not. And to some people, it builds bitterness. Yeah,
Yeah,
I could
yeah,
be your aunt and love you down. But you know what? Damn it, I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda did
yeah,
half of what you did. And so you
yeah,
gotta separate yourself. Love them from a distance. Tap in, see how she doing. But if
mm.
it's gonna fuck up your mental, it's gonna mess you up. It's gonna put you back mentally and emotionally. You got to choose you over all.
I watch her decisions in her relationships. You know what I'm saying? I watch that big
Yeah.
time. And a woman of your caliber, it should be nothing but marriage and marriage and marriage. She's with
Right.
a
Right.
guy now that she's with. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
Right.
So it's like, but there used to be a time that I just would let her speak. It's the fact that I
Right.
didn't follow things that she said the other day. I didn't let her lead me in religion. I didn't let her lead me in what God really says. Because she knows the
Mm,
Bible. I mean, she
right.
knows the Bible at the back of her hand, Nadia. But we
Right.
all have family members that's like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's absolutely. They know the Bible in the back of their hand and they use it. They use the word to curve their tongue the way they see fit
Yeah,
for you to feel bad about. But
yeah,
you wiser than that. You follow the word too. So,
yeah. You
you
know,
got to and I think it was Lockout that said that in the chat. I disagree. Words hurt and they hurt when it come
yeah,
from people that you
yeah,
are from, that you from the same cloth blood
yeah,
wise. You
yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
let them
yeah, yeah,
down and
yeah,
that hurts.
yeah.
So
But
I don't
like,
agree with that.
yeah, I had to bring it too. I say, just think of the times I was making a $2,000 check. I was able to chunk you three, four, $500. I was able to
Right,
do that.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Even though I regret that now because I need it now, but I was able to do
right,
that. Even though it didn't get to where I wanted, even though I didn't pay that truck off, I was able to help you in a time and space. Because when people need help now, I'm all about a now person though too. You know what I'm saying? You can't always just
right,
talk and talk. I'm the type of person I like to do. If I say I'm going to help you, I do it. Do you understand what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And I think my family knows that about me. I think my mama definitely knows that about me.
And
I
that's
think out of all the
dangerous. I
kids,
hate that.
I
Yeah.
think out of all the kids, she depends on me the most
You're the
out of all the
oldest.
children.
Yeah.
And she knows that when I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've taken her places. She's looked to me to do this and that. So that's why when I balance out things I want to do, I bring it to her because she's a big anchor in my life, and
Right.
she loves me regardless of what I do or not, and she's there for me
That's
no matter
right.
what. But it's just with my aunt, it's like it's something just. My mama is married. She checked some
Right.
things that she was doing with my dad. You know what I'm saying? She checked
Right.
how she just get remarried again. She checked and let my stepfather lead with finances. Now they have a house and they have two different slots of land now. Her and my stepfather.
Mm.
So they did. My
Okay.
my mama has done somewhat. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Of the
right,
work.
right,
She's done somewhat of the
right.
work. But with my aunt, it was just, and my mama does not beat me down. She, in the last year and a half, she's done better in how she's talking to me. She's done a
Right.
little bit better. It's a lot more encouraging than negativity from her.
Right.
And
Right.
she'll tell you right now that she's on the phone, that I see a difference in my daughter and my baby. I see a difference.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
at
And
the
she'll
end,
tell you,
she just want to see you win. That's what that is.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
And if it's negativity, you know where that come from as a mother. It's projection. You fear what you can't control in your child's life. As far as, I don't want to see you lose. Don't do that. Don't. What's the point of going there? What's the point of, you know what I'm saying? That type of talk, it sounds negative, but it's at the same time, it's like she don't want to see you lose and she don't want to see you get hurt. But that's where taking a leap of faith and jumping out on your own and seeing what works for you and what don't. Throw it to the wall and see what stick.
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
But
But when it comes
she's
to
she
that aunt, baby, that aunt is something else.
Yeah, I mean, she was really going at it. Said, you said you was gonna do this, you ain't done. You said you gonna get your house in, and you ain't done that. What happened to the catering barbecue thing? I want that to be a family thing. I didn't the
Right,
catering, but I didn't want to do that sis by myself because I know I still drive. But I was gonna
right.
take on all the financial responsibility and have my brother, my aunt, and my mom help run it. And I'm
Right,
like, how can
right.
you even bring that up? You didn't even co-sign me.
Now,
I
do you
laid out a
think that would do
structure.
you think that will work though? Because
Um,
the adage of, like, if you give people things, they don't work for it. I'm talking about from the ground up. Do you think they would really honor
Out
and
of
really
out of
see
all
that
three or
through?
four I named, my mama probably the only one that's working it, but she wouldn't be able to work it all by herself because barbecue is real big down here in Texas. It
Right,
sells.
right,
It sells
right.
big time, you know. And
Yeah,
I'm looking at. I've already done my research where I get my potatoes and my briskets from wholesale and all that kind of stuff because we sell brisket big time in Texas. You know, so I wouldn't
right,
even have to go
right.
outside the state, sis, to get my resources and get my
Okay.
supplies. So then I talked it over. I have a business consultant lady I talk to right now, and I brought that up to her as well, along with my trucking. And it's like it can be done in a family network and make two, three
Right.
hundred K a year. But it would have to be I couldn't do it by myself. But she didn't even jump in on that when I brought her to that. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? So then my brother, he sold
That's
y'all,
interesting. Wow.
he worshiped weed more than anything else. I hate to say
Yeah,
that,
so
but that
you know
weed
you
that
can't put him into it because he's not
yeah.
gonna yeah, he's not gonna be able to see it through because it's not his passion. And you know what I mean? Like the work ethic isn't gonna be there.
I mean he'll smoke him a joint before he eat his food. Do you understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no. Yeah. You don't need that
It's that,
headache.
and I love him, and not to speak negative of him, but it's just that
Of
bad for him.
course.
It's just how bad his priorities are reversed. You know,
Yeah,
you
I
have
hear
some young
you.
men they do what they do, but they take care of their money and they hustle, and it's not
Right.
that. My brother he does something halfway and then drops it, disappears, do something else,
Right.
and it's to a point where I stopped giving money to that too. I stopped hitting the cash app. I've stopped
Mm.
going to go pick him up when I am at home. I've just had to put a stop to that. That hurts to do that because
Right.
I used to
Yeah,
change
I
his diet.
know it do, because that's your
You know what
brother and
I'm
you
saying?
the oldest.
Yeah, but
So you
I'm
still
just
like
at that
mama
point.
figure.
He's just done some crazy stuff. And last year, that it was hard to get my mama through. That my mama could have really suffered
Yeah.
from. And he doesn't realize that some of his actions could lead to our mom getting hurt. I can't go through details of
Right.
it, but he that's
Right,
just how
right. No,
irresponsible
you
he
yeah,
is.
I get you. Yeah.
But I wish I could count on him. He's at Hispanic guy tried to
Mm.
put him in a truck last
Oh,
year,
wow.
and he turned that down and got into some more trouble. So
See,
it's
he
just.
gotta be sick and tired enough to be more sick and tired than anybody else is. Like he gotta really
But
he
sis,
hasn't
he's
hit
28
rock
years
bottom.
old. He's 28 years old. When are you going to hit rock bottom? You've been to prison. You've had all your
Mm.
liberty stripped from you. You've been told what to
Right.
eat, sleep, shit. Anytime you could have been raped. You
Hell,
know what I'm
that would be
saying?
rock bottom for me, child. That
And
would be
and,
rock
and, and,
bottom.
and, and you've been through that twice. My brother's been through that
Right.
twice, and you
Mm.
still. And the thing it is, he gets more opportunities for jobs than me.
Right.
Y'all know I've been trying to
Damn.
find the right taker for thing, right? Because I got my has and my tanker on my license now
Well, then
that I
he's a
haven't used.
man too.
You
Yeah.
know, I've been trying to find something local or regional here in Houston with that fit. This nigga
Right.
has had he's had like 8 different job opportunities,
And won't take it.
and he won't do
Mm.
right. Like it was another black guy. He started doing his roofing company. He has him and his brother. He
Right.
likes my brother. It's hard work, but he was gonna make $900 a
Yeah,
week,
but that's a good skill. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's a hell of a good skill. Oh
Hell yeah,
God.
because he could take it on his own somewhere and do
Yeah,
stuff on the
yeah,
side.
yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
He gotta stay with that man. The man told him stay with me for a year. I'm gonna keep you off papers and all that kind
That's
of stuff. You know what
terrible.
I'm
He won't.
saying?
But see, that's when you got to cut the strings. Like, as much, I know it's easier said than done because that's your brother. There ain't nobody else brother but yours. But at what point do you realize the palpitations that's gonna come on? Because you're getting older. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen. You're not gonna. Let me tell you something about getting older. You're not gonna be able to handle the stress that the way you handle it now. If you think
yeah,
you're stressing now, it's gonna get to a point where as soon as somebody hits your line, oh shape, you wouldn't believe this shit happened and that you gonna be like, gotta go, gotta go,
yeah,
got
yeah,
can't do it. Can't
yeah,
do it because your peace is gonna matter more. And
yeah,
so you know what? Check in on them. Check in on them. That's the best you can do. That's
yeah,
priceless right there. Because how many people check on you? You gotta think about it.
yeah,
You rather a phone call, a actual phone call that people care. Hey, I thought about you. How you doing? What you
yeah,
doing today?
yeah,
Opposed to hell with the money. Peace of mind on this road is everything. And then checking on people. You can call and check on them. If that's not good enough for them, then hell, you gotta love them from a
yeah,
distance. I say everybody except your mother. Your mother's your mother. You just whatever
yeah,
she got going on, you got to deal with it because you done had some hard times health wise with her, and thank God she made it through.
yeah,
So you need to stick that out no matter
yeah,
what. Ain't no leaving her alone. But
yeah,
everybody else, hell no. You got to
yeah,
let them go. Hell no.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
But being the oldest, you get like when you the oldest and you supposed to lead, but it's like you only can lead people that want to be led. You
That's
only can
right.
talk to people that want to be talked to. You only can help people that actually are tired of their situation. You don't want
Mm,
to, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't like all the rules here at USA Truck, but I'm tired of my situation. I'm tired of making 5 600 a
right.
week checks. I'm tired of inconsistency. I was tired of no communication. I was tired of non working trucks. So I stick in what I need to
Mm,
stick in, and I get disciplined down. I do what I need to do because I'm getting the checks
right.
that I need. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
and
Cause
these are all grown people. Neither one of them are babies. So my baby sister,
yeah.
she's 26. You know,
Right.
so it's just like I said, my mom is part of the reason why I haven't jumped to certain things as of right now. Right
Yeah.
now, her health and my health is better. I got a clean bill of health. My doctor released me
Oh,
back to
thank
a
God.
regular
That's good.
regular doctor. And she say, I'm so happy for you because most women that go through certain cancers, they don't pull through. So
Right. Right.
I was blessed to
Absolutely.
pull through. So
Yeah.
I,
Thank God.
then deal with my mom and her doctor told her, her stress brought on her blood clots because she doesn't.
Mm.
My mama's not overweight. My mama's a size 12.
Right.
So
Right.
some stuff
I
she can put.
saw her when you went to Hawaii. Remember, I was
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
chat. I said she
yeah,
looked
yeah.
like your sister.
She's not a very big lady. So
Yeah.
her part of it is her stress. She has to stop stressing out. So like I
Right.
said, the whole
Let that be
talk
a
and move.
lesson to you too.
Yeah,
No
the whole
stressing.
move about Dallas. Actually, to let y'all know is a little bit more. The whole move about Dallas, my mama is really somewhat for me. She's somewhat for it. She's somewhat for it.
Really?
Yeah, she's very encouraging to it actually. Um,
Wow.
you know,
Okay.
so because she's researching online. She text messaged me jobs up there in Dallas. She sure do.
Oh wow.
She text
You
messaged me
know what? She
jobs.
want to see you happy. She know you're not
Yeah,
happy where you at,
yeah.
and she know
She
you
wants to
want to
see
get
me.
into other opportunities.
Yeah, yeah. So my mom and my stepfather, they're definitely. Only thing about it with both of them battling their illnesses, with my brothers and sisters, out of all four of us,
Right.
and his two kids, they depend on me a little bit more. So
Okay.
that's the thing
Okay.
about that. So we're gonna do the best we can to work out those kinks.
Right.
But like I said, Dallas is still on the menu if other doors is not open by
Right.
that.
Right.
Like I said,
And
USA
they
Truck is right.
will. It'll all
USA
whatever it
Truck
is
is
that
right
you
there.
want, it will work
Yes,
out.
USA Truck is right there in Waxahachie, which is right outside of Dallas,
Mhm.
so it still would work. I still would not
Right.
have to lose my job. I still can stay where I am. I can still stay on the Texas Regional. I can still come through
Okay.
Dallas often or Houston often. They post to y'all be having some things come up more here because they post to went back to being privately owned here, USA Truck.
Yeah.
So they said they might have some things that may come up on the local side in Dallas. So
Okay.
just be on the look out for that. But if they do, your girl is definitely on it. Yeah, my ass stay in contact with HR every single week.
Oh Lord. Yeah, 'cause I know you tired of that damn place.
You
It
know what I'm
works
saying?
out. It got its good points because at least you able to get home. But to
Yeah,
hell with that. When you listen, my dog was everything. I can't. Hell, you can't pet him on the head or nothing. They the hell with that.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. I mean, but it's one of those things that but I'm in a space where I don't have to worry. This is what my check is gonna
Yeah.
look like. I don't have to worry about that. And I think in the
Okay.
time right now, the way trucking is in, that's one of the best things you can ask for. If I know I sit on this truck and I'm out for 7 days, I know what my check is gonna look like. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's something that
That
you need.
consistency is
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
and what we
I
need in
got you.
trucking right now, we need the consistency. We need normalness. We need to know what's going on. My equipment has never really broke down on me. They're really good
Right.
on that. So coming from a space where I was sitting there for 5 hours waiting for a load.
Right.
Even though I went home every day, there were nasty attitudes at Walmart, waiting for people for hours to
Mm-mm.
come offload you. Yeah, the Walmart manager's something else, y'all. There is something else.
Oh
They'll go
no.
off
That'll
and
be
leave you sitting there
showtime for
for,
me. I'll be ready to
yeah,
cut
you know what I'm
somebody out.
saying? Yeah, so, and all that cuts to your time and your money. So, I'm in a space right now where I'm getting comfortable and I am comfortable. And God willing, I can hold on to it. What's up, saying? You back
Right.
on?
Yeah.
You hear us? Okay. So, so I make those sacrifices and then it's time to grow up. It's also, we got to grow up too, y'all. We have to grow up and understand everything is not going to be the way we want it to be in trucking. It's just right now you got to get you somewhere that is checking off some of your boxes. That's all about consistency, all about stableness, and get somewhere until you either get yourself together where you can pop out with your dream, or you can move on to the next level. And that's what it's
That's
all
right.
about. I think a lot of CDL truckers, we didn't got spoiled, y'all. We didn't got so spoiled in the way trucking used to be. Back in 2017, 18, you have to understand those days are gone. We're never gonna get back to 2018 trucking. It's never gonna come back to us. You know what I'm saying? And so uh, we just have to
Okay, there
thank
you
you,
go.
DL.
Yeah, I
We
went
just
out for a moment, Shake.
what's up, Texas Pride? What's up, deal? Yeah, but we just have to get to this space. You have to work what you can work it right now. If you want to go to Lone Mountain, which is fine, you at least 3 months of provision, right? And you need a plan, and you need to have a good support team. You need a good wife or a good husband. They're gonna support you in that, right? And you have to be willing to be on the grind.
But Shake, what if you don't have a husband and a wife, and it's
Okay,
just you?
okay. What about a good brother or sister then? You have a good brother or sister?
True. Yeah, you can have that. But
Okay.
remember, we on the road, so they're back home and they're going to work and they doing what they doing. So
Yeah.
when it's just you got to accumulate a lot of knowledge. Like look at the move KB made. I don't know. You know what? I don't know if KB have a sister or a brother. I don't know, but he had to make the move that he needed to make for him. And at
Yeah.
the end of the day, like when you was reaching out. Right now, you got to give KB time because you got to allow him to get his feet under him
Yeah.
because it's something new. So he's locked in and focused on that. So right now, popping up on YouTube, it's not a thing for KB right now. Right now, KB is learning his ins and outs to make sure he's focused on that. YouTube can wait because he
Yeah.
just made this move. And then when once he get it down packed and he got some consistent things that check off on his boxes that he need to check off, then he's gonna pop up and be like, yo, boom boom, I'm doing this, I did this happened. Right now he only 2 weeks in. He can't really tell us nothing too much right now. He can tap in and be like, yo, I'm doing all right, that's it. But right now he's locked in on his target, his focus. So yep. You hear me, Shake? I think she probably dropped out, y'all.
All right. I think I kicked out. I think I kicked out seeing. Hold on, yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. My phone went out. They calling me, calling. Um, on the phone. So sorry, seeing. I think it's gonna kick you out. I guess string you. I've been doing what it's gonna do today. But yeah, but just like I was saying, Nadia was saying, you just have to keep encouraging, and like I said, things are not gonna always go where you want it to go. You're gonna have to improvise. You're gonna have to do what you need to do and keep pushing forward. If you're in a space where you're seeing some consistency, then it's not good to go job hopping right now. Yeah, you say so many trucking companies that's closing their doors, and you don't want to be one of those type of people you can job hop so much that you don't have no kind of reserve for the side, and then you stuck and you're losing everything. Yeah, I want to have my own house before the house only for 0 with. I want to have my own equipment for 0 with, and yeah, I keep praying to God willing that that happens and that takes place. Um, you know, because like I said, I'm just trying to renew all my new.
Okay, I hear you, Shape guy.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to renew every end of my thought process and how I think about money, how I think about people, how I think about
Yeah.
business. And if you're weighing out if you want to stay in trucking or not, let me say this too also. There's nothing wrong with getting you some bearings anywhere else. Like KL Shay say all the time, and he says it, he says it and does it and says it and not does it, but he has the right context when he says it that getting you something that's going outside trucking, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not saying that trucking does not work for you. It's not saying you're abandoning trucking in. It's not saying that you're a failure in it. It's just that the way times is going, and they keep pushing this AI mess, on us. It's okay to get another skill or trade going. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
But you know
But
what, Shape? I think it comes down to like you said, financial literacy, because it's like I was just saying to myself the other day, I said, okay, if people get out of trucking, where they going to make this type of money they making in trucking?
hmm
You know? So it's like, how many drivers do I, because I don't know, I don't go a lot of places in YouTube and listen to other truckers because I've been doing this so long. But how
yeah,
many truckers have you heard sitting here and they're like, yo, I'm sick of trucking? Okay, you can get out and go local. And then what happened? When you go local and find out the money ain't the same, a lot of truckers come back OTR. Why? Because local is a lot more work and the pay ain't the same.
yeah, yeah,
And that's been
yeah.
like that's from the time I got into trucking. That's always been the same.
Uh huh.
And the rates that the pay we getting now was not the pay when I came in. It's what, 70 cents now for solo drivers company?
Yeah, yeah.
When I
And
came in, it was 32 cents per mile.
yeah, that's me. That was me
Loaded,
as well.
loaded, loaded and empty. But times has changed. So has
Yeah,
the industry. But it comes down to what you're doing financially.
yeah,
What's your expenses?
yeah.
You know? So that's why I'm like, how many truckers are you hearing saying like, yo, I'm failing the trucking?
Yeah.
Truck breakdowns is going to happen. It's man-made machinery. That's going to happen.
Well, guys don't necessarily say it, but when they show themselves giving their trucks up, you can just catch what they're trying to say. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to say that, I failed at it, and then some guys are preaching, don't go get a truck. You got some of them online saying that's preaching, don't go buy a truck at all. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what,
Simply
Shay?
because,
True, true. But someone who says don't go buy a truck, what might not work for them don't mean it's not going to work for me.
yeah,
What works for you might not work for me, but what works for me might not work for you. And that's what it is. And you have to take risks.
hmm
Or you sit and you live life like, damn, what if? Do you really want to
yeah,
get to the point in life where, damn, what if I would have did this? Where will I be? Because a
yeah,
lot of people live with that. Damn, what if I would have did this? But sometimes other people will talk you out of your goal
yeah,
with
yeah,
fear because of the fear.
yeah,
You know, you do
We
your
we didn't see so much seeing people like you and I. We didn't see so much in the industry. I think we let fear sit on our shoulders. You know that
yeah.
we let fear sit in because we didn't see so many people come and go. We seen so many people lose everything.
But guess what? There's people who, when they got trucks, turned their trucks in, it ain't work. But then there's new drivers that come in the industry when they got trucks, and guess what? It worked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So you can't take on someone else's reality. You got to create your own.
yeah,
You know, I put a
yeah,
million miles on my truck. The engine went down. Do I want to go get another truck? Not really. But
yeah,
if I decide to, I can. And I learned a lot from having the truck the first time.
yeah.
I was getting fuel yet. Oh, I meant to tell you in the chat.
What?
Yesterday I was fueling in Pennsylvania. Fuel is $6 and change.
Oh Lord, it's about to
Yeah,
be there in Texas too.
California is crazy. No, yeah. But
It's
say
about to
I
be
got
there in Texas. It's about to be there in Texas, y'all. It's about to be $6. It's 5.79 over there. I think in Alma, Texas. Alma
yeah.
AL.
But
It's
that
about so
comes
y'all
with
get
this.
ready.
But that comes with this industry. If you go this route, you got to understand that
Hmm.
comes with business. All these
Yeah,
trucks, So if you get a truck, hopefully you got an APU, and you ain't got to idle all day. Plus, put the
yeah.
wear and tear on the engine.
But see,
When I was doing,
some people don't get themselves ready for that. They just go jit the truck. You know, they don't think long term. See, all they put in that's thinking long term and how that saves you money. Do you
it could
understand what I'm
just be
saying?
the money, the amount of money they could be looking at.
Yeah,
Because you hear drivers like, I made 4,000. Who was it? K Jose? I made
yeah,
4,000. Now, someone who's coming from not making that type of money, like, oh shit, he making 4,000. I want in. Remember when he said something about the 4,000 with the box truck? You was willing to put a bed in the back of the truck and sleep back there. But you was like, as long as I'm making what I'm making, see, you even said it.
yeah. I sure did. I sure did.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But you looking at like you looking at, damn, I was making this and I can go make this. Why the hell
mm,
not?
yeah,
But then you run out there, you jump out there because you ain't got all the information and it sounds good. You're like, shit, 4,000 a week?
hmm,
Man, listen, I can pay this off. I can get this. I can
yeah,
go on vacation. I can do this.
yeah,
I can take off when I want because I ain't got to be at a company's mercy of, oh, you got to be out 3 to 4 weeks, or 5 weeks,
yeah,
whatever company requirement is. I can go home
yeah,
when I want because it's my stuff. But you got to be ready for when that flat tire happens and you got to call roadside service. Or if you break
yeah,
down and you need a wrecker,
yeah,
calling a wrecker to take you somewhere can cost you $3,000.
yeah. They didn't went up on their fee on that. The fee now it used to be a base fee of 250. The base fee now 500 over there
Hmm.
by Memphis. 500. That's just the base fee for one way. One way. And I
Yeah,
remember I broke down with Baby Blue over there by the way station. Their basic fee was 250 plus the miles. I say, damn, are you serious? Say, yeah, we don't charge 250 no more. But
but
I'm
that's one
saying
thing
it,
about life. That's going to
yeah,
always happen in life. What we're paying for today prices will not be tomorrow prices.
yeah.
Look how minimum wage back in the day was $5. Now it's $30.
Remember raising the $30 down here? You must be tripping. Seeing maybe in New York or New
In the
Jersey,
city,
it's
it
30.
is. Yeah, in the city, I think they pushing for $30 because of the cost of living. Oh, it's at 27.
Oh, okay. See, our minimum wage is only 12 or 13, I think, down here.
Hmm.
But you can still get you an apartment for $800 a month though down here though. You can still get you an apartment for like 800, a whole one
Right.
bedroom, one bath for like 850, 875, 890. So
Yeah. So
yeah,
you gotta. So if you out here trucking, what's your, you got to have your goals, and you got to minimize what you take in and what you listen, what you allowing yourself to hear.
Yeah.
Because if you're constantly hearing someone, yo, this ain't work, don't get no truck, this ain't work, don't do that, you start to believe it. You start to take on that reality. And now
Yeah.
your mind is going to generate and manifest exactly what you've been listening to.
Yeah.
That's why words are powerful.
Yeah.
Words
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I think El like our man said it more than once that words don't matter, and I guess and thank y'all for not agreeing with me. Words do matter. Words
hmm
make all the difference in where people hear you or not. All the difference if you get that business loan or not. Words matter if you get the job or not. Words make a difference if you keep the relationship going or not. Words matter.
yeah,
Words are very, very powerful. They
yeah.
can hit just as hard as a fist.
Many people went to jail behind words.
Yeah,
Many
yeah,
people kill people behind words.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes. That. Thank you for agreeing with that. Thank you, Nadia, for agreeing with that. Thank you for everybody that's agreeing with that. I hate T Hill to jump on here so he can add his 2 cents, to it. But yeah, words matter. Words are very powerful. If
yep.
words can be used as a way to encourage, or they can be used as a real weapon.
That's
Um,
why self talking over your life, you got to speak success over your life. Because if you constantly say, I can't, I can't, I can't, all right, it's like rubbing the magic genie. Your wish is my command. And that's exactly what the universe will bring your life. Oh, you can't do this? Okay. So this is your outcome. This is the result of you saying you can't. That's why I'll be like, nah, hell that. I'm gonna make this happen. I don't give a shit what it takes. I'm gonna make it happen.
it's just in a ponytail. I just put a perm on and put it in a ponytail. Ain't nothing extravagant. Ain't nothing extravagant going on. Yeah, it's gonna take them 2 hours to come on. So I'm in my little putt putt. I was gonna give me something to drink and probably buy me something to eat real fast
Yeah.
and bring it back here because it's 2 hours. Good year is coming. You got to think about all that kind of stuff. Tires are so expensive. The only good thing about fuel being up is that they have to go up on paying y'all money for freight. So all you guys, your own trucks and stuff with your own authority, and even company drivers, when they go up on freight, I mean, we stay moving. You get what I'm saying? So it's good for us too. When freight goes up, it means they keep us moving. So it's good. It's good all around for everybody in a sense. Naya looks kind of nice. I see why KL Shay was trying to get to know. Lord, KL Shay trying to get to know a lot of ladies. KL Shay tries to get to know a lot of ladies. Sugar.
K Jose trying to get down there and get to the pork steak shape. Cause K Jose, he'll tell you, I want some chicken, baby. Fuck all that pork steak. I want chicken, baby. I done drove to Utah and back to Texas with this load. I want some shake. Fuck what you talking about with my K Jose voice. I don't want no pork steak. I want some chicken.
Oh Lord, he another one. Child. I hope he doing all right today too.
Yeah.
Ah, Lord have mercy. No, my checks, DL, to answer your question, my checks net, a lot of my checks gross at like 1,400. I take home like 12, and it's going on 4 months that I've been
Nice.
here. It's going on 4 months. I
So
think
you
this one
need to
makes my
stop. So you need to stop complaining when you sitting, cause you still eating good.
yeah. Of course, I'm not complaining. This is not a complaining live. This is just encouraging
No,
people
no, no. I'm
that
not saying
if
that
you
you're complaining on this live. You know how
yeah
sometimes you be sitting somewhere and you're like, yo, they still got me sitting here. That's trucking.
yeah yeah.
But you gotta
But
look at, shape. You was just making, wasn't you just making like $900 a week with that Walmart dedicated?
It wasn't even 900. It was like 5 to 700
Five,
most weeks.
five to six, right, right. So look where you at
Yeah,
now. Look
yeah,
where you. So
yeah.
listen, gotta be grateful.
Of course, of
You
course,
know.
of
So yeah,
course.
sometimes we gonna sit. That's trucking. Sometimes we gonna sit. I done sat out a ship for 24 hours. Got there 8 in the morning. I ain't leave till 9 in the morning the next day. Like, god damn, waiting on produce.
Yeah,
But hey, what can we do? And when you sitting still, you still getting paid. A lot of us are sitting there, we're not getting paid because the wheels ain't turning.
Mm.
So you have it good. Now, as far as that in facing camera, that's something different.
But you know what?
Lil Sam
But
be on
you.
that door. Lil Sam be sounding like he trying to break the door handle. I want to be free.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but I mean, a lot of people bring that up when I brought it up about them getting me by Sam. But when I look at what I came from and the goals in front of me,
Yep.
I have to sit put. You have to grow up and understand and get the bigger picture, what you're trying to achieve. You know what I'm saying? I was just at a place where I was cutting coupons to have my basic needs every
Yeah.
single month because my biggest check on average was $700 and I was working 14-hour days. So to be in a place where I'm getting paid by the day and I know what my check is going to look like and I'm not giving crummy equipment, I have to stay on top of, other things because of the strict rules. But when you add it up, it's nowhere near a bad space to be in. And then getting paid by the day is a new experience for me in trucking in 9 years. I've been getting paid
And you
by the
get
day for the last 4 months, going on four
and you
months
get to go
now.
past the house more often.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you don't got to slip seat. You're not slip seating
Yeah,
like you did when
yeah.
you was doing that Walmart dedicated.
Y'all remember I was showing y'all hamburgers, Whataburger hamburger, half eaten whole chicken, smashed cheese in the seat. Remember I showed y'all all that on my
And
shorts
guess
back
what?
then.
You get to go to Walmart clearance aisle more now than you did when you was at the Walmart doing the dedicated. Hmm. Is that see? You know it. Come on. That's why you got here. You know it. I said if shape ever go missing, we know where to find your ass. You in that Walmart clearance aisle.
Yeah, yeah. You know what
She
I'm
said,
saying.
yeah.
So some people
Since
are like, some
I ain't
some
eye
people tell
candy shape.
me,
Hey shape, since I ain't eye candy, we gonna
oh
find
my
your ass
God.
in.
You stay beating about this eye candy.
When
Y'all
you in that
gonna get it.
clearance
You
aisle,
and you
find me
and
some beard
Harpo.
butter shape.
You
Find me
and
some
Harpo
beard
and
butter.
T Hill are cutting up about this eye candy. It's okay.
Find me some beard butter in that clearance aisle when you in there. I need some so I can grow my beard more. Yeah. So I can go ahead and take Nadia out and make sure my beard is full. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby.
I like a man with a beard because I just it's to me it's just more masculine because when you want to spend time with a man you want to spend time with a man, so I really don't want a whole lot of softness. I like for a
You
man
want
to
to rub
have
your
facial
finger. You
hair.
want to put your fingers through that beard. That's what it is.
Of course, honey, of course, So it just me. I just think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a man's crown.
There's nothing
You
wrong
know how
with that.
women have their hair as crowns. I think for a man, beard and facial hair is his crown. That's how I view and see it. I think it's a
Right.
beautiful thing. I think a beautiful feature on a man. So, just forgive me, but over here you're gonna see that kind of often. You're gonna see that kind of often over here, okay? But it's just me. But yeah, but coming when I add it up, some people say I wouldn't have no camera watching me. I wouldn't have no camera steady going off like that. I wouldn't, we can't turn U-turns, you can't park on the side of the road nowhere and all that kind of jazz, but
Hmm.
um you'll get used to discipline if you come from something. When you come from unstableness and you go into stableness, you'll definitely know how to adjust.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You definitely
Yeah.
know how to adjust. I walking in there every single day, we're talking to the same old people about your check. You know what I'm saying? They just halfway don't really care. And I will say here at USA Truck, if they don't answer the phone right then, they do call or email you back on their payroll. You will get a
Right.
response within 24 to 48 hours. And they're more prompt about that. And I had people I could directly talk to their faces. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, so
Well,
it's
I hope you go and try Oakley out and do Tanker if it's more
um
money.
I'm thinking about it. Like I told you, the only thing about it, I don't want to go nothing past Texas. I
Right.
don't want to go
Right.
nothing past. And
Right.
she was saying that I would have to go down. I would have to within 4 or 5 months. I would need to start being able to go in and out of Canada. And
Ah.
so
Okay.
yeah, you have to be with them. You have to be totally open. And I'm kind of over California. I'm kind of over the West Coast. Kind of like period. I've had enough of it. I
I
saw
know,
enough
right?
at Swift. I saw it enough at Hirschbach. I saw it enough at Mesilla Valley, Southern Refrigerated, CalArt. I saw it in Mesilla Valley. I saw enough of it on that end, so I'm not thrilled about it. You know, but we'll see. I'm saying I'm staying kind of on track to what I need to do for myself.
You're welcome.
We're just exploring options. Just exploring our options right now.
You're welcome.
We're just exploring our options right now. That's all.
No, no. Yeah, I hear you, Shay.
Yeah, exploring our options right now.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what we are doing.
Right.
We just gonna we weighing it out.
Yeah.
We weighing it
Well, right
out. Like I
now
said,
you getting what you said, 14, 15 a week over there at
I,
USA Truck.
I'm getting like take home. Take home is like
12. Yeah, you said
12.
like 12. Listen,
Yeah,
listen. Shit. Hey, it's working.
yeah,
It's working. I like, yeah, minus the fact that you don't like the camera. Okay, we get that,
yeah,
but
yeah. And the
it's
whole
better
thing
than where
about
you came. It's better. It's more money than you came from.
yeah,
Five to
yeah,
$700 a week. That's why I say, yo,
yeah. I
Shay,
was clipping.
no,
I
you
was
gotta
clipping
get out of there.
coupons. I was clipping coupons.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was
Now you
clipping
were able to
coupons.
take yourself to the movies. Before
Yeah.
you can, and you had to draw on construction paper and create your own movie.
No, I could go to the movies, but I would have to go to the cheaper ones. I would have to go like the $7 or $8 movie theaters, or the smaller
Oh, so
ones.
you stepped your movie game up ever since you got this 1200. Okay, I hear you.
Ah, yeah, you
You
already
bougie now.
know. You already know. You already know it. Oh Lord, let me see. Yeah, yeah. There says a coochie. Look at y'all. Look at us talking about coochie juice as a moisture. It's really
Listen.
tea. It's tea tree oil. It's tea tree oil. A lot of men use tea tree oil in their beard to grow their
Yeah, yeah.
beard.
Because now I'm gonna have to go to Walmart because shape. You know,
Mhm.
if I can't be eye candy shape, I don't know what I'm gonna do in my life right now. I feel some kind of way. Yep. Yeah, I don't know where crazy ass K Jose at. He probably out here. He probably sleep. He probably had a 4-piece
you know
chicken
you
with biscuit.
yeah, he ride at night. He ride at
Yeah.
nighttime. He see
I like K
Shay. We
Jose. He
see
cool as
how
shit. Him and
wild you are
T
holding a
Hill,
man down there
T
by
Hill
his
and K
beard.
Jose. They cool. They cool brothers.
Yeah, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are. They real good dudes. To a man to prove to her that he loves her, he's gonna back
I
up
can't
and
forget
drop
DL
kick
because
her.
DL be in the chat. So shout out to you, DL.
Yeah,
I see you.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna let y'all go. Before I let y'all go, make sure you lock in to see this video. It's on Threads. This guy is big into in imports in financial literacy. He dropped a
Right.
video today about owning your own house and what to look for. Because those things have been
Yeah.
popping into. So here's the video. Go check it out. He's on Threads. He has a big following. Um, it's his name's called Digital Dollars over there.
Hmm.
It's not digital dollars, but he's good into investing. He's good. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing on my stocks. Like I said, I think I'm halfway getting it together over there. So give me a couple more days, and you'll
Yeah.
start seeing my shorts on here. I'm trying to work through it,
No, no.
but
I'm shape. I'm proud of you. Oh,
yeah, but
good.
go lock in. Go
I'm
lock
real
in and
proud of
watch
you.
this guy. But he gave something that you need to watch for as far as tax assessment on your home. If you're trying to get your house or in a house already, or you're trying to buy
Right.
land, he has some real gems to give you that it won't steer you wrong. So far, I've been watching him, and he won't
Gotcha.
steer you wrong. Okay, so go check him out. Right, go check him out. I
Gotcha.
want to hear y'all check him out. Watch him. Watch you. This is a link to one of his videos over there. It'll take you straight to it. Let me know if it doesn't. But go watch him out. He's a pretty good dude. And then, like I said, I love to watch information from people that look like us. You know what I'm saying? I love
Yeah.
to see black men and women in position that are teaching us things that we're missing out on, things that didn't teach us
Yep.
in school, things that our parents missed out on. So I love to see it, and it feels more relatable and more comfortable to get it from somebody that looks like me. Okay, you don't
Yeah.
have to get it from paying to go to those seminars, thousands of dollars, when we have people like us that's teaching us online. All you gotta do is just start looking at other stuff online. You start watching other stuff online, they'll just start sending you stuff. You know that the algorithm will start sending
Yeah.
you more
Yeah.
positive stuff off the
Yeah.
rip. You know what I'm saying?
And just
All I
take your
remember is watching.
notes.
All I remember is watching one video besides DB, because Dirty Broke talks about it on and off, that was not DB's. Now all of a sudden it's been sending me stuff even on Threads. It's been sending me stuff that pop up when I go over there. So I just implore you. You don't have to go digging all over the place, but just watch one video about investing,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll just start seeing all kind of stuff pop up.
Yep.
Yeah. What you say, dear? The other man is trying to control the brother, man. Oh Lord. Yeah.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
going live, Shape, because I'm back on the road. So I appreciate you going live.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to go live much stuff. I'm gonna start doing better by going live, y'all. I'm gonna start doing about
Yeah,
11.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying.
Because
Yeah,
you be having
yeah,
good lives. You don't know. We be
yeah,
looking for you.
yeah,
I told you, I
yeah,
be looking for. I'm like, when I need
yeah.
Shape to go live, Shape don't go live. I ain't hear Lil
Yeah.
Sam. He's still outside.
He right here behind me. We just go get us something to eat and drink. So I'm waiting on them another 2 hours. I'm
Oh, he
sitting in the
ready to eat.
yard. Yeah, he's
Okay.
already ate. He's already ate. Thanks,
Oh,
Nadia. He's already ate and all that kind of
there you
stuff.
go.
So we
I
getting
hear
ready.
him.
Yeah.
He
He
said,
said
Sam
he's
asked about me.
Yeah. Yeah, so we getting ready to go get some eating, and I'm gonna take me a walk around, give me an hour walking in while I'm waiting on them, y'all, and try to get that down. And I have a cooking video. I cook me in a little miniature feast.
Hey,
So
you know I'm
I'm
waiting on the cooking videos. Come on, stop
yeah,
playing. You've been
yeah,
slacking
I
on the
got,
cooking videos.
I got it, I got it, I
All right,
got
I'm gonna be on your ass about them cooking videos. Where the
it.
cooking video, Shake?
Yeah, we gonna get it
But
together.
I'm proud of you. I'm real proud of you. And keep up the good
Yeah.
work. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the shuttle van lady on, so be looking for that. I'm trying to get her on here so she can talk about how she's doing and how she's making the 4 grand a week of being a shuttle van driver with her own authority.
Yeah.
For people that KL Shay is definitely one that has been looking into that because he had a shuttle van and a box truck, I think. Oh, he still does. So I'm
Hmm.
trying to get her on. I talked to her for a few minutes, so don't doubt me on that, y'all. I'm gonna try to get her on here.
Nah, we're
I'm
not
gonna
doubting you.
try.
Listen, everybody is moving and making moves. So it's the right time. It's gonna happen in the right time.
Yeah. But like I said, I love to see us do it though. I like to see
Yeah.
people like us get it together and make that kind of money. Because we've always been taught by our parents that struggling and leaning on God and just having just enough is the way to be. And that's how my parents were. That's how my
Right.
grandmother was.
And don't
And
don't let that aunt don't let what that aunt said to you stop you.
yeah, yeah. You're supposed to be walking in some kind of measure of abundance. You're not supposed to be really struggling and project the check. Now you can live in a budget, that's fine. Even millionaires live in a budget. But you don't have to be struggling on your basic needs. You want to be able to live a tick of a little bit of lifestyle, some things you want to do sometimes. So it's like I said, it's good to see other people that are
Yeah.
like you, have come through like you. Do your research on them because we got some fools out here. They show Miss what's her name, the Stormy Weldon girl. She even brought up on charges for fraud, saying for
Yeah.
falsifying how much money she makes. And that's a mess. And
Right.
she's charging people thousands of dollars for courses and classes and meet and greets. She's charged thousands of dollars.
All right. Little Sam is ready to eat. I hear him.
Yeah. So just
He
be
said, "Come
careful.
on."
Do your research. Do your research on
Yep.
it. Yeah. Sinister seems like a good guy. He is.
Sure will.
Sinister look at the screen saying Sinister is a good guy. Sinister caught a little bit of hell and stuff too on here. In the past. They picked it out Sinister. They picked at you. You remember? They picked at you. They said all kind of stuff about you. They said you
Yeah.
was Mr. Know It All and you really fake and
I just wanted
all
to
that type of
motivate
stuff.
people. That's it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And look at you. You're one of the main ones that still at it. A lot of ones that
Yeah.
called you out. You know what I'm saying? Some of them doing all kinds. Some of them not even driving no more. Some of them doing
No more.
other
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm
I just
saying? You're
want I
still
just
on
want
here.
our
You're
people
still on
to
here saying,
invest and prepare for the future. That's it. I just want people to, get out of them dead end jobs and be able to take care of their family. That was my whole
yeah,
goal.
yeah.
So I appreciate that, DL. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. That Sinister's always been a good dude, but you know that he got picked and messed with on here too.
Yeah.
And
That's
sure
why I don't
did.
go to a lot of channels.
Yeah. But if you think about it, seeing you know all the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them are doing all kinds of stuff. Some not even driving no more. Some of you
Yeah.
don't even see online or they the complete 360. And a lot of ones that came off live, they life and not a lot of them, their lives are not all the way in alignment.
Yeah.
You
I'm
got, I
happy.
think yeah, yeah. So
I'm
so
happy
no,
in
sin
life.
is a good
I feel
dude.
good.
Sin's a good dude. You got some that's hopping from job to job and all kinds of stuff. Used to call sin out. They went on about you sin for like a whole year. You remember
Yeah.
that? They
Yeah.
was making videos
Yeah.
and hashtagging your name
Yeah.
on you for like a whole year. I think it was my first year in trucking.
Yeah.
And I think the first time I discovered you, you was talking to Miss Diva Trucker. That's when I think I discovered you. Because I
Yeah.
found out Miss Diva Trucker first.
Yeah.
That's how I found out Miss Diva Trucker first.
Listen,
Then I
they
found out about you.
you know my people still around. D Silva is over. I think she's doing in training now I think she's doing training at Prime.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, I just want people to succeed and motivate.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. That's
But be
it right
safe out
there.
here. Be safe. Thank you for going live.
No, no problem.
And keep pushing. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, no problem, sir.
I'm
No
gonna
problem.
get
Y'all,
up with
y'all
I'm
kept
gonna
me
I'm catch
going.
up with Nadia with my beard full too. Shake. Watch.
I
You're gonna be the first to know. I'm gonna be like
don't
Shake.
know why. I don't know why Nadia doesn't go live on hers. She go back and went live on hers. Also, she go live on her channel.
Nadia probably building engines.
Yeah.
Hmm. So
Yeah, yeah, 'cause she has another channel that was bumping off, a lot of people over there. So she started going live on her channel too. Yeah.
sometimes YouTube becomes too much after a while. You gotta disappear.
Mhm.
Allow people to miss you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we
Don't go
need
too
you to go
long.
live more often. We need you to go live more often. Cause your lives be lit.
Yeah. Well, I hope I made sense. I hope that
Now
I
this
hope
was
my
a good
live made sense
conversation.
today. And I hope that I got my point across, and I hope that it touched your heart
Yeah.
and mind, and I hope that I don't care if everybody's around you being negative. If you have any spark in you to do something, do it.
Yeah.
But you may just have to branch out and come from out of the norm. Come from out from other people that know you too much. If that
Yep.
makes sense, because some people know you too much, they'll just beat you down, whatever it is that you do. And especially because broken people hurt people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Broken people
Yep.
hurt people. If you notice that a lot of ones that are in prison, their parents was totally broken. Their brother and sister was totally broken.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to look at we gotta stop the hatred and the hurt. You gotta stop the bleeding somewhere. Otherwise I'll be just like my aunt. I'll be just like Dirty Trucking over here in my 50s and old folks
Miserable.
home.
Yep.
And just I'm studying online making complaints about stuff, but I'm not taking it internally in, and that comes
Yep.
from believing the traits that's been instilled in you instead of you branching out,
And
and a
T
lot of
Hill
other
gonna come
ones.
for you if you don't. T Hill gonna come for your headpiece. Shay, what are you complaining about now? Shay, what are you stressed about now? T Hill gonna come right for your headpiece.
I will give it out to King. We have good conversations. Me and TT, we have good conversations. And
Yeah.
like I said, I never thought I would even be friends with somebody that states away. But just to show you just small
Yeah.
deposits being made without him even being in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? That makes a small difference.
Yeah. Trucking is
You know?
small when you look at it. It's a big country, but trucking is small. One day you could
Yeah,
be
cause I'm
walking right
new.
out of a flying J and run into someone you recognize.
Cause
Trucking
I'm
is
new
small.
booty. You ain't new booty, girl. You ain't new booty. Your lives was jumping. Come on, nigga. Cause I'm new booty. Your lives was jumping off, child. New booty. You ain't no new booty.
Yeah.
All right, Sam. I'm gonna get up on out
All
of here,
right.
y'all.
Later.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And shout out to Nadia. Shout out to Texas Pride, DL, um, Rosemary's Son, T Hill. Um, let me see who else jumped on here. Yeah, Texas Pride already says your name. Everybody else that jumped on here, I appreciate it. And I'm gonna start trying to go live a little bit more frequently. Uh, Cause I finally have 3,000 subs, and Lord knows I should have been past that. I should have been at 10,000 subs like a real long the hell time ago. I just use this YouTube just to have price of time. I never thought it could actually make any real money for me, But we changing our mindset now, you know. We changing our mindsets now, okay? Anything's possible, okay? I love y'all. Subscribe, like, comment, and I will talk to y'all later.